And tonight we are taking a closer look at a new report from Amnesty International that is raising serious concerns about alleged human rights violations at the Paso Service Processing Center. The 31-page document focuses on immigration policies in the El Paso sector, detailing reports of inhumane conditions, limited access to legal services, abuse by guards, and other disturbing details. Now, we do want to warn you, some of the details that you're about to hear in this report are unsettling. An environment and system designed to dehumanize the population within. That's how Amnesty International describes conditions inside the El Paso Service Processing Center. The report details allegations of physical abuse, moldy and expired food, inadequate medical care, and little to no access to legal support. The organization says it interviewed more than a dozen detainees. One Venezuelan man claims a guard asked migrants to play football, and when they refused, quote, the guards started saying slurs about how useless Venezuelans are. He goes on to allege that the guard then slammed him to the floor and kicked him repeatedly. KTSM reached out to the El Paso County Republican Party for comment on those claims.
I want to see the video on that. It just does not sound like normal human behavior here in the U.S.
The report also highlights the loss of legal support inside the facility after the local organization called Estrella del Paso, which used to provide Know Your Rights materials, lost its federal funding. Without it, detainees may have limited guidance on how to navigate the immigration system. In response to claims, such as the ones coming out of processing centers across the board, Southern New Mexico Representative Gabe Vasquez announced he's introducing updated legislation to increase oversight of immigration centers. He's calling it the Humane Accountability Act 2.0.
This bill mandates reporting on conditions in immigration detention centers for things like assaults, abuse, hospitalization, and death. Complaints from inmates or detainees about legal access, retaliation, and lack of resources.
When KTSM asked about the loss of legal aid for detainees, the El Paso GOP responded.
They came here illegally, and now they want us to pay for lawyers so they could stay as long as possible, and they're still going to get some back no matter what. So why should the American taxpayer pay for all of that?
Now, Amnesty International is calling on the federal government to investigate the claims, reevaluate immigration enforcement policies, and restore access to legal resources for those in detention.